तो ये हमें सुना रही है ट्रिब्यूट टू डॉक्टर स्वामीनाथन.
Namaskar. Can you hear? Namaskar everyone. My presentation today is a tribute to Dr. Swaminathan. He is the father of the Indian Green Revolution. And he passed away recently, so there was a write-up in all the leading newspapers of the world. And I thought we would reiterate his accomplishments today, what he did for India and for the world culture, agriculture. So let's begin. On September 28th, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan died at the age of 98 in Chennai, India, Tamil Nadu. He is well known as the father of the Green Revolution in India. He introduced a high-yielding genetic variety of rice and wheat. He worked alongside with American agronomist Norman Borlaug, which led to the doubling of wheat production in India and Pakistan in the late 1960s. Dr. Swaminathan was born in Chennai in 1925. He was only 18 years old when he witnessed the devastating effects of the Bengal famine in 1940s. This famine led to the death of 3 million people because of starvation. He also met Mahatma Gandhi and Vinoba Bhave, who had an influence on him. His father was a surgeon, but he decided he wouldn't go into medicine but agricultural sciences because of his life experiences and meeting with Gandhiji. So he earned his degree from Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Then he went to Institute of Genetics in the Netherlands and he got another degree. Finally, he got a degree from the University of Cambridge in UK. He turned down a faculty position with the University of Wisconsin to return to Chennai and work in India. On returning to India, Dr. Swaminathan collaborated with Norman Borlaug, an agronomist, an American agronomist, as I've already mentioned. They imported about 18,000 tons of wheat, Japanese and Mexican variety of dwarf wheat. And they worked with farmers in Haryana and Punjab. And they produced a hybrid breed which was disease resistant, and it was also fast producing. So this revolutionized this strain of wheat that they produced, revolutionized the world agriculture. Because of Dr. Swaminathan's efforts, India was, during the 1960s, if you remember, those of us who lived, we didn't have enough food and we would import food from the US. So during the 1960s, food production went up, and 1971 we declared ourselves, food sufficient. This was a turning point in our history, a transformative point for that we were no longer dependent on food imports, or rather wheat imports. And today, as we speak, India is one of the world's largest wheat-producing countries in the world. Dr. Swaminathan was awarded the first food prize in 1987 for his work. His love and concern and compassion was not just for food production, but also for the plight of the farmers. There was a high rate of suicide amongst the Indian farmers. So he turned his attention, and the government of India also paid attention to what he was saying. He helped build India's relationship with international organizations, namely the UN Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Bank. He later advocated an evergreen revolution without ecological harm. He tried to move away from excessive use of insecticides and pesticides. Dr. Swaminathan used his World Food Prize to start a research foundation in his name. And this foundation advocated for the poor, for women, and for less use of pesticides and insecticides too, a more natural way of growing crops. He received accolades throughout his life, but he was rewarded. He got awards from the Netherlands, from France, from the Philippines, Cambodia, and China. And he had very many senior government jobs, Indian government jobs. He headed several national commissions also. He was a member of the Rajya Sabha for 6 years. That was amongst his very outstanding achievements. When he passed away on September 28th, leading newspapers throughout the world wrote a very glowing write-up about him, right from UK, from Canada, from USA, the New York Times, the Guardian, and the UK. So he got a lot of attention, even on his passing, that he was a humanitarian and a visionary. And I quote to you one of what his colleagues said on his passing. If God appears to the poor and hungry in the form of bread, as Mahatma Gandhi said, then that God is Dr. Swaminathan, who should be revered by every citizen for partaking in their daily meals. Food is our most basic requirement in life, and that's why we pray before we eat. Thank you.